In today's video, we're checking out the top prints for traveling. And in order to put these prints to the test, I decided to do a trip around half the world just for this video. First, we of course need to check in, but the first print actually starts even before check-in because we're gonna put this 3D printed baggage tag on this suitcase. And then in the end of this video, we're gonna see if this print actually survives the entire trip via Thailand and back home to Sweden. And we're actually gonna attach this to my suitcase with print number 2, which is these 3D printed zip ties. And I guess that if this fails, we're not actually gonna know if it's the zip ties or the luggage tag itself that actually breaks. But continue watching and find out. But actually, even before we've left Taiwan and Taoyuan Airport, it is time for the third 3D print of this trip. We're going super fast this video. And that is this passport holder, which I have to say fits my European Swedish passport absolutely amazing, together with some emergency cash. I think I'm just gonna review everything when I come back home, and then we can actually get a little bit better feeling of if this is worth it or not. Right now I have some mixed feelings about this. Future Lucas here, who, spoiler alert, made it back home to Sweden in one piece. So also did this passport case, which I completely forgot to talk about throughout the rest of my traveling. I just want to say that this actually is perfect for what it is, but it is a hard shell case, which depending on your preference may or may not be for you. But the fact that you can actually customize this and write wherever you want. The original design is just completely black or just one color, and then it's up to you to just using like Bambu Studio to add whatever you want. I went with the very original passport just to keep a track on it myself. I don't know if this is the best thing you want in an airport with like a bunch of people that you may or may not trust, but I think that if you're okay with having a hard case and also customizing this, adding whatever text that you want to add, this is perfect for what it is. But with that said, let's jump back to a few days ago and Taoyuan Airport in Taiwan. But I think right now we are actually done with all of the airport 3D prints, and it's time to jump on the plane and continue with print number 4. But apparently before it's time to board this plane, I just wanted to quickly remind you to subscribe to this channel and to like this video. And during the flight I enjoyed 1 hour with not only my foldable phone stand, but also the Next Layer podcast with today's guest, Arne Bornheim. And now when we're transferring in Thailand, maybe some of you are asking, who is Arne Bornheim? Well, he is not only one of my favorite 3D printing YouTubers who I watch when I try to learn more about 3D printing, he's also the designer of the next 3D print, which are these cable clips or cable holders or whatever he calls them. Comes in lots of different sizes, and I was very skeptical since he claims that they're flexible, although they are printed in PLA. But I have to say, these are absolutely amazing. Although the actual clips are not that flexible, because I was worried about like the size, the cables are. I think this covers like pretty much everything, except you have like maybe a super tiny micro cable or something. Yeah, I have to say, very pleasantly surprised, and yeah, good one. And speaking about pleasant surprises, it is now time to board the last flight back home to Stockholm, Arlanda, and then I just have to wait 2 more hours, see if the luggage tag survived and that zip tie, and then it is a 4-hour bus ride back home, and then 45 minutes in the car. But then finally we are back home, my dear Swedish countryside home, and can continue with the rest of this video. Welcome to the 3D printing YouTube studio with the best view in entire Sweden and maybe the entire world. First things first, the luggage tag and the zip tie of course survived all the way to Arlanda Airport here in Sweden. The zip tie was like half broken, so I will definitely replace that before I head back to Taiwan again in a few weeks. But the luggage tag worked perfectly, and just to explain this in a little bit more detail, I actually printed out 2 versions, and I had one that had actual 3D text, and then one that I just had a flat layer, also just to see which version was best. I'm not entirely sure which version I recommend actually, because both of them were not too great when I had such a small text because I wanted my entire email address on one single line. Maybe I will just have a 0.2mm nozzle, or maybe I would just split my email address onto maybe 2 lines next time. But I think that is a topic for another video. Regardless, the QR code and the baggage tag itself worked perfectly, so 100% recommend that. And something else that I also recommend, other than subscribing to this channel of course, are these 3 remaining travel accessories, with this razor protection being, I think, my favorite print throughout this entire travel video. Not because it's like a revolutionary print or something, but this is the single print that feels most like an actual product that I would have purchased. But this just feels like so good. I think that they mentioned that this is for drying the razor, but for me it's more about like protecting it, because I don't want to have like the razor like just being like in my toiletry bag. So for me it's more like protection of the actual blades instead of just like making this easier to dry. Overall, just like the quality feel or the feeling of having this, this definitely feels like a real product. Whereas, for example, this hanger, function wise, it is great. It does what it's supposed to do. It works as a hanger, although it folds in like very neatly. Like you could literally just like fit it in the pocket, which, you know, it's crazy that you can fit your own hanger in your pocket. I just don't know if this is something that I would bring like 5 of if I have like 5 shirts. I feel like the overall quality is not as great, so it will be something that you would purchase. But it's a really cool and functional like 3D print, but it definitely has a 3D print feeling to it. Same as this toothbrush protector. I just went with this like quite large design because it was like funny, because it looks like a tooth. More functional would be to just go and cover in like the tip here. Actually, maybe this, like quality wise, it would work as a product that you would purchase. I would not really purchase this kind of product, but I thought it was fun to just like 3D print for this video. One thing though, however, because we do have the constant, not a debate really, but it's these things that as soon as someone prints something that has to do with food, or in this case like personal hygiene, I don't know how hygienic it is to have a 3D print to protect like your toothbrush in this case. Difficult to clean, and it will be like bacteria and everything grows inside. So I don't know what the general consensus is regards if this is something that you recommend to print or like use for like longer, you know, days, weeks, months without replacing. So yeah, please let me know if you have any idea of how long you should use a product like this. Yeah, with that, welcome to Sweden. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Now I'm done with all the travel prints. I just wanted to give you a quick update on what is actually going on in my personal life, because now I'm here in Sweden with very short last-minute notice, and if you are a foreigner living abroad, traveling halfway around the world back home with very short notice, that rarely means good news, and so also this time. So I'm not entirely sure how my video schedule is going to look like for the next couple of weeks, because I just don't really know how my own life is going to look like for the next couple of weeks. But with that said, I actually got my dad a 3D printer, as I hope you already know. So we do have a 3D printer here in Sweden as well, so I'm going to try it and see if I can make some videos that I will not be able to do back home in Taiwan. For example, top 3D prints for maybe a house or maybe a car that we also do have here in Sweden. So if there is anything that you want to see that you think that I can actually record here from Sweden with only one Bambu Lab A1 and an AMS light, please do let me know, because my regular video schedule and my multi-board project that I have waiting for me back home is waiting for me back home. So I cannot really play around with my multi-board right now. I do need to actually make a few more videos while I'm here to justify the purchase of this Bambu Lab A1. So anything that you want to see would really help me. But until then, thank you all so much for watching this video. My name is Lucas. Start with Alice and like, ends with S, and subscribe. Please do both, and see you all in the next one.